Hey guys, it's Parsvottanasana time, or we call it pyramid pose. For the pose, especially if you're a beginner, please have 2 blocks. They would really help. It can be books, it can be something sturdy so you can elevate your hands, but blocks is a great investment, so if you don't have them yet, I would really recommend to buy a couple of blocks. Good, and be starting from standing. Come to the front of your mat, bring your feet parallel, keep them hip distance apart, and you slowly start. So you lift your left leg and you step back, but you make a shorter step. You angle your left foot. It should be, I think, around 45 degrees. Then toe heel your right, a little bit towards your right. So if you draw a line from your front heel, it should be, so you know, in classical yoga they do hip to hip, but to me it's a little bit close on the hip, so I prefer to toe heel it a little bit towards my right. So when I really need to bring my pelvis facing forward, I have enough space to do so. Then let's look at the back leg. So place the outer blade, that part, the outer blade of your left foot, and ground it down, and keep it down all the time you do the pose. And then your left inner thigh. Imagine that there is a rope here and somebody pulling on that rope, so you're internally rotating, so you're moving that inner thigh back and wide, right there towards the back of the mat. By doing that, you're really bringing your left side of your pelvis forward, and you stay here with your hips facing forward towards the front of the mat. Now your front knee should be right above the ankle. Then you pull that kneecap up, engaging that front right quadricep, on the right leg here. This is important too. So from doing that, you already feel that you start scissoring your legs towards each other. You're magnetizing them towards the midline, and that's what we want in the pose. From there, start tilting your pelvis forward, and again, when you do it, you're sending your right hip back and you're bringing your left hip forward, so you're flat here onto your sacrum. Then grab onto your blocks and place them to the sides of your front right leg. And maybe this is the highest position of your blocks. This is fine. You need to feel and learn the right actions on the pose first. Then you keep sending that hip back, that right hip back, left hip forward. You keep rolling that inner thigh back and wide, left inner thigh back and wide. And from here, you're inhaling and lengthening. So your side body is long. You're working on the almost extension of your spine, almost like a backbone here. As you're exhaling, you start folding forward, and you're trying to bring your sternum forward. Neck is the extension of your spine. Try to not to crunch it too much. So you're looking slightly down and slightly to the front. And you keep working like this. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And maybe over time, you would want to lower those blocks a little bit, but don't rush. Wait until your body opens up. And the more you keep that front quadricep engaged, the easier it will be for you to stretch your hamstring. Both legs, both knees straight, knees straight all the time. And again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Maybe you eventually would try to do it without the blocks. And exhale, fold. Good. Slowly inhale, come up. And we switch sides. So you step your left foot forward and you step your left foot back. Again, angle the foot and press the outer blade down. Right inner thigh this time. Roll it up. Back and wide, back and wide. By doing that, you see my hip coming forward. So you have them in one line. Toe heel your left foot a little bit towards your left, as we discussed on the first side, so it gives more space for your hips. And then blocks to the sides. From here, start tilting your pelvis, sending your left hip back, bringing your right hip forward, and hands onto the blocks, blocks underneath your shoulders. Good. And right from here, you adjust your legs. Sometimes, I feel like you need to move them slightly forward and back or to the side. And from here again, hips. You see what I'm doing with my pelvis? So from here, I'm bringing my right hip forward, left hip back. Good. Inner right thigh back and wide. Again, front left quadriceps engaged. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Move your blocks if you need to. Neck is long. Keep working through your hips. Keep scissoring your legs, so your legs are super steady. And another problem, some people, they leaning too much towards the left. Keep your pelvis and keep your torso right in between your legs. And maybe you would want to remove those blocks eventually. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Good. On the next inhale, come halfway up. Then step your right foot back, hands in front of your chest, and bow down. Namaste. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next videos.